Prospect Medical Holdings and the Crozer Health System and Taylor Hospital have run into some challenging times with a threat of closing both hospitals averted at the last minute on Sunday evening. We're going to break down next what may happen here and what this means for Delaware County, for the residents that would go to these hospitals and that need healthcare next. So if you get some value out of this, you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You can hit the bell for notifications. And if you want to schedule a call with our team about how your real estate decisions might be impacted by this, feel free to do that with the link in the comments. Fortunately, Sunday night, Attorney General Dave Sunday and the Foundation for Delaware County announced an agreement that was reached to keep all the Crozer Health hospitals and all offices open for the immediate future. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a long-term solution yet, and they are working on developing plans for a permanent restructuring of the health system with more details to come. So if you don't know about this, you've got Crozer Health System and Taylor Hospital in Ridley. They had an emergency funding from the state and from Delaware County for $20 million last month just to keep the hospitals open. These hospitals, to give you a perspective, there's 400 beds, there's 25,000 admissions and 75,000 emergency room admissions annually, and they employ 3,000 plus workers, and they are now set to close without this midnight deal that happened on March the 9th. And there was a closure announcement on March the 6th, just the week before. And the good news is residents can continue to utilize all the Crozer locations. That's both Crozer and Taylor hospitals, as well as the community campus in Chester, Crozer Medical Plaza in Glen Mills, Crozer Health at Broomall on Lawrence Road, the Media Medical Plaza in Media, and the Surgery Center at Haverford on Westchester Pike. So there's obviously a lot of different offices, not just about the hospitals. There's a lot of these outpatient facilities and doctors' offices. And the challenge here is that Prospect Medical Holdings, the parent company, they informed a bankruptcy judge in Texas that it would file a motion to close Crozer Chester Medical Center and Taylor Hospital. And this was back on March the 6th. So a lot of people were obviously very concerned. And the hospitals in our area are already strained. We've already seen that there's been some challenges there. And we'll get into that in a second. But that was a big concern for a lot of these folks that live in Delaware County and would use these facilities. Obviously, there's Mainline Health that has Riddle Hospital and Lankenau Hospital. They're the two closest hospitals to these areas, but they're already strained. The health systems already have a lot of people there. And you have this bankruptcy filing calling for the closure. And, now they're going to stay open at least for the short term. So the concern is, are they actually going to fix this? Because what we know, and if you study when these health systems and hospitals get purchased, many times the purchasing party, they only want like one hospital or one facility out of all the holdings. And a lot of this stuff does get closed. There's actually a track record of this happening. And, the governor came out and said, like, UPenn and Mainline Health could be doing a lot more. And that he called for those folks to and those organizations to step up. But it's obviously, very sad here that something like this is happening. I mean, the good news is they found a way to move ahead on behalf of a lot of the people in Delaware County and in our neighborhoods and, family members. We've got a lot of people have a lot of connections throughout the greater Philadelphia area. And the Attorney General on Sunday said that he thanks all parties for their good faith negotiations and the sacrifices that were made to make this happen. And this was work done on behalf of the thousands of people and families who depend on Crozer Health System. So there's a real need here. It also affects Upland Borough and their income tax revenue. People don't talk about this stuff because that's where Crozer Health is located, the hospital at least. So there's a lot of things here to consider. And my hope is they figure out a way to make this permanent, because imagine if someone for death situation and they're in these areas, they're down by, you're in Ridley, you're in, Brookhaven, you're in Upland Borough, and your closest hospital to go to is Lankenau. I mean, that's that's a decision you got to make about life or death at that point. It can take a long time to get there. So there's some real concerns with this. And the good news is Delaware County's got a dedicated website to keep people updated. It's delcopa.gov/health/pages/prospect medical bankruptcy update.html. So it's all there. It's all linked up. They're keeping everyone updated. This was just updated the day we're filming this here, which is great. So people can know what's going on. But I mean, the hope is, and I applaud the state attorney general for getting involved here. I think a lot of people, felt that there need to be more that gets done. So now there's only two hospitals in the county remaining. There's Mercy Fitzgerald, and then you've got Riddle, and that's really it. So I mean, you can look at the strain here on all these hospitals. That if there's only two hospitals in all of Delaware County, that's not a good spot to be in. And the hospital leadership at Mercy Fitzgerald came out and said they're prepared to handle any influx of inpatients and emergency department visits. With the support and collaboration of the local government, they can ensure alignment for all their resources and capacity. Governor Josh Shapiro came out and, like I said, specifically mentioned Mainline Health and Penn Medicine and that they should be doing more. And he said he's annoyed that the healthcare institutions in Philly aren't stepping up to do more. They should be more affirmative and step up and do more. I don't know exactly how that works. Mainline Health has their hospitals, again, at Riddle and Lankenau. That are close to Crozer. Obviously, they've got Paoli as well. And Mainline Health, they came out with a statement that said they've been working with regional health systems as well as the governor's office, the Pennsylvania Department of Health, and the Pennsylvania Office of the Attorney General to identify solutions to ensure uninterrupted health care for Delaware County community. And Penn came out and said their doors are always open to patients in need, along with their healthcare colleagues across the region. They're going to work to ensure smooth transition and care for all patients. I mean, again, that's kind of what you're going to hear from this point. The good news is this was put off. There is a wellness line you can call. It's 484-276-2100. The hope here is this continues because this can impact a whole lot of people here. I mean, you think about the reasons people move to neighborhoods. They want to have hospitals and doctors in close proximity. I talk to clients about that all the time. And without some of these doctors and facilities available, that's not a good thing. You talk about income tax revenue in Upland Borough, where Crozer Hospital is located. There's going to be some impacts here, and if there's only two hospitals in a county as populated as Delaware County, that's not a good thing. So I would check out this website, stay informed, and let's hope the state can come up with a solution to help this health system continue forward as the people really need it.